¿Cómo estás, subscribers? This time I'm going to be reviewing The Selection by Kiera. This book, I honestly thought it was really good. I only started it a bit like yesterday, and I only got like this far in yesterday about, and then I read the rest of it today. And I absolutely just really loved it. It's dystopian, but it brings back like medieval stuff, like kings and queens and the monarchy. This will not be a spoilers review, so just saying that now. I rate this an 8.5 out of 10. I really honestly enjoyed it. So on to the synopsis. For 35 girls, the selection is the chance of a lifetime. The opportunity to be swept up in a world of glittering gowns and priceless jewels, to live in a palace and compete for the heart of gorgeous Prince Maxon. But for America Singer, being selected is a nightmare. It means turning her back on her secret love with Aspen, who is a caste below her, and leaving her home to enter a fierce competition for a crown she doesn't want. Then America meets Prince Maxon. Gradually, she begins to realize that the life she's always dreamed of may not compare to a future she's never imagined. So, as you heard, this is about America, who is the main character of the book. The whole, the United States, is called Elia. At least that's how I pronounce it. Elia in this like new time. It's a dystopian. It's far off into the future. It's after the Fourth World War, so it's like way off. And America, or Mare, who as Aspen calls her, is the main character. She's a 5. There are castes like feudalism. There's a caste like being a serf or a king. So it numbers 1 through 8. 1 being the highest, 8 being the lowest. A 5, and it depends in what caste you're in, depends on what occupations you can be and stuff. Like the 1s are the royal family. 2s are just like aristocrats. 3s are like teachers, doctors, lawyers and stuff, but still like pretty rich. 4 is like people who work in factories. 5s are the artists, artisans, and 6 are like serfs, they're servants. Then 7 and 8 are like just really down low, and I'm not really sure what they do because it's not really mentioned 7s or 8s in the book. So yeah. Anyway, America is a 5. She has she lives with her family, her younger brother, her younger sister, and her parents. She also has 2 more siblings, an older brother and an older sister. Now, she has been with her boyfriend Aspen for 2 years in secret because Aspen is a whole caste below her. He's a 6. So it's illegal to have a relationship with somebody below you without like going through like all the legal work and stuff. So they've kept their relationship secret for like 2 years. They're America's 17 at the moment in the book, and then there's the notice for the selection. Prince Maxon, the only son of the king and queen, has become of age, and they need to find a girl, a daughter of Elia, for him to marry. So they have this whole selection thing. You fill in an application, you get your picture taken, it's sent off to the palace, and they choose 35 girls, so Prince Maxon can spend time with them in the palace, because all 35 girls move into the palace. The prince spends time with them and dismisses whoever he doesn't like. He tries to get to know them better, and the final 10 are the elite. And then after that will be his one wife. And so America enters this because Aspen wants her to. He's just so like sad that he can't provide for her because he's a 6 and everything. And it's just like, I love you and like America's like, I love you anyway. It doesn't matter whether you can provide for me. Like, I can work too. I'm eligible for work. And he's like, his manly pride's been hurt, so he's like, I'm. So he wants America to enter it, and America gets chosen. They also break up, so there's that. That's not really a spoiler because it's right in the beginning of the book. And so America goes to the palace, and she doesn't really like Prince Maxon. Their first meeting, she like scolds him and yells at him. It's like, but it's like really amusing too. And then their relationship is like a friendship at first, and Maxon gets like feelings for him. I mean, Maxon gets feelings for America, and America's not too sure about her feelings for him. And like a lot of things happen. She makes friends with like some of the other girls, the other contestants, and then there's just this one girl, Celeste, who's the number one evil villain girl, who's like, I need to have everything. The world must be mine. So she's that kind of girl. Anyway, as things progress, Maxon and America's friendship becomes more, and America's just not sure whether she absolutely loves Maxon, because she still has Aspen on her mind because Aspen broke up with her. And so there's this love triangle and everything. So in the end, it's like, I don't want to say, but I should. Like, Aspen was apparently drafted to be a guard, and he was sent up to the palace. And so there's just this tension of the love triangle here, and a lot of things like happen. They change, instead of having the elite as 10, since there are 19 girls left at this point, he knocks it down to 6 girls to be the elite. And so it's like all those other girls that were not chosen have to go home, because there were a lot of rebel attacks. The rebels have been targeting the palace, like attacking them, frisking through their things, probably looking for something. There are the Northerners and the Southerners. The Southerners are the ones who are the most brutal, because they actually kill those in the palace sometimes. The Northerners are just there, knocks out some of the guards, and then just frisks through the palace looking for whatever. And we're not sure what they're looking for yet. But the love triangle, it's like... And then there are a lot of girls who have their own, like, little secrets. Because this girl, Merle, who is one of the girls that America becomes friends with, has her own secret. Like, she doesn't like Prince Maxon after spending time with him. And but she wants to stay at the palace anyway, and America wants to know why. What's keeping her there? And so a lot of things happen throughout the story. I thought it was an enjoyable read. It was a quick read, too. Like, look at how thin this is. So, that's that. The next book I'm going to be reading is Matched. So, because I'm into, like, the whole dystopian right now. And I'm, like, so late getting on these, like, fandoms. So... Because there was the whole Delirium fandom, Selection, Matched, Legend, Cinder. I'm like so late on all these things just because I don't have these books at my library at school, so I didn't have access to them. Anyway, my friend L.E. Fred is coming out with a book soon called Lucid. Here's the cover. Oh god, hold up. I forgot the brightness was all the way up. It's called Lucid. It's about dreams. I'm hoping that L.E. Fred sends me the arc as soon as they're done. So let me read you the bio. And then the blurb. L.E. Fred is a perpetual dreamer who writes about worlds both within and without this realm. With a degree in psychology, L.E. Fred tends to get lost in the mind, the greatest adventure of all. L.E. Fred is currently traveling the world, finding more adventures to inspire new tales of dreams and beyond. I know that most adventure fantasy / whatever you would like to call these stories start with something magical. But my story starts with something ordinary. Dreams. I'm talking about the I'm taking a test and don't realize I'm in my underwear kind of dreams. We have them every night, whether we remember them or not. Sometimes they leave us waking up with excitement or inspiration. Sometimes they cause us to wake with a shriek and to look around our rooms. Sometimes they leave us waking up confused or ashamed. These experiences are probably commonplace for most people, but I doubt any of you would ever say your dreams caused you to stay asleep for a long period of time. What if your dreams made you disappear? So that's a book that's coming out soon. I'm not completely sure about what the date is that the book is going to be coming out. So I will come back to you guys about that once I get the arc and know absolutely when the book is coming out. But the next book I'm going to be reading is Match, then probably Legend, and like all these other books I have. So hopefully my tower of books and box of books will decrease. So that's all I really have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hopefully, when I get enough money, I can get the rest of the book series, like the rest of Delirium, the 3 books of Delirium, Pandemonium, Requiem, and the e-novella collection, and then the rest of the selection, Elite, and the new book that just came out with The Guard and the Prince. So that's all I have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below if you've read this series and tell me what you thought about it. Like, did you love the ending or did you hate it? Or, like, because how I hated how Allegiant, the Divergent series ended and how Allegiant ended. So, I guess that's all. Later!